zoom in every.
Really good amount of getting each day. And then a lot of people also rewatching after the fact, so we've had some good eyes on it. And is everyone coming to our St. Paul gathering tomorrow for St. Patrick's Day?
Yeah. Depending on the weather, yes.
Okay, good.
It's supposed to calm down really early in the morning.
And they've been false lately. It's been like half of what they've been
Right.
reporting. There is a parking lot right next to our office, but it fills up fast. So depending on what time you're there. But I mean, last year we didn't have too much trouble finding parking around. But if you can carpool with another agent, that works really well. But it'll be a lot of fun. And it's a really cool office if you haven't been there yet.
We can bring stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, open house style. We wanted people, if you're gonna be there, you know, you can bring friends, family, your VIP clients, but we don't have a lot of space there, so it wasn't like open to the public, and we weren't trying to make this a client appreciation event, but we want to have fun. We want to fill the room with energy. So if you have someone that lives down there that you absolutely want to bring, please bring them.
But, so yeah, so this is a fun email we have this morning.
Oh, man. All right, so today we are doing, technically it's session 8, but we are doing it for session 9. We had a little schedule change, so thank you for being flexible with us. And session 8 is capture leads with social media. So some of this, you know, we've talked about this in other classes, some of this content, you've probably heard it over the years, certain areas, but it's always good to now be in a room with a lot of other people that have different perspectives. We can dig a little deeper in and just really focus and make sure we're getting back to the basics here. So today on our agenda, the clicker will work. On our agenda, we are going to talk about generating your leads, growing your database, and then also the 10-5-1 engagement system, posting practice, social media strategies, a little recap and ahas, and then we're going to jump into your guys' daily success system at the end that you've been working on. So with that, we're capturing leads using social media. And by the end of the session, you'll be able to employ the 10-5-1 engagement system. That'll really help you connect to your network on a deeper level on social media. You guys will be able to explain the importance of why your social media post should only be 20% business related. And that means 80% should be about you, your personal life. We'll get more into that and why it's important. And also you're going to be able to identify social media engagement strategies that add value to not only you, but also all the people in your network. It's going to make them trust you and eventually want to work with you. So as we go throughout the content today, please ask questions if you have them. But I will at the end, you know, at the end of each section, always ask for questions. So if it can wait, save it to the end. But if it's burning and you think you're going to forget it, I would love to get it answered for you. So just a couple minutes. I'd love to ask you guys, what are some social media platforms you all are currently using? All of them. So what does that entail, Doug? What are you using?
TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat.
Perfect.
Pinterest.
Yep.
Yeah, so.
And are you using all of those
I
for?
also think that I actually post probably most of them.
Oh, good.
That's for my high school, people who graduated or who have jobs.
Yep. And are you using all of those channels for your business, or is it a mixture of personal and business?
So I made separate accounts for business, LinkedIn is strictly business.
Yep.
Twitter is strictly business, no personal, I have personal Instagram, just accounts.
Okay.
I kind of post less about real estate, and if I do, I'm in Discord.
And is there anyone else in the room that is using any social media platforms that Doug did not discuss? So TikTok, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Anything else anyone is using that they want to share with the room? All right.
Yeah.
But I mean, in all honesty, those are the main ones that people are going to be using. Those are the ones that I would tell you to focus on. All the others are likely just going to take up time out of your business and out of your social media posting. So we always talk about quality is better than quantity. So if you don't have an account on every single platform, that is totally fine. I don't necessarily want you to have an account on every single platform. If you are not super comfortable with social media, we always just want you to focus on the couple that you are going to do well and you're going to be consistent, because consistency across the board in any lead generation is the key. It takes time to learn something, more time to implement it, and even longer to approach mastery of it. So I think this quote kind of speaks to all of us in every facet of our business. I think a lot of us get a little paralyzed when we don't think we're perfect at something, we don't think we're doing something at a high level, and then we just don't do it. We constantly are researching, we're thinking of plans to do it, but sometimes we don't take that action and actually still really go for it. So I think this speaks to something we can all really walk away from, and in the sense of you have to really take the time to approach the mastery of it. No one is going to start something in the beginning and just be amazing at it. It takes time. So stay with it. I'm here to help you if you're not feeling confident in social media. This isn't something that you're just going to walk out of this class today and be a master of it. So we are going to work over the next year with you guys. This is an ongoing marathon of getting your algorithm up, getting your all of your friends, family, clients to be engaging with you. So this isn't something that's going to happen overnight. All right, so is there anything that anyone has questions on the front end before we really dive in today? Is there anything people are looking to maybe learn today that they're a little confused with, or just some information?
I have a question in like, do you personally think that like you should have a separate like business page like on social media, and then you can move it and post things to your personal page, or is it beneficial to have?
It really depends on how you're going to use social media. If you're going to be running any kind of social media ad to be getting internet leads, 100% you need a separate business account. They don't allow personal pages to be posting business ads. So if you are someone that wants to work internet leads, which I think is super valuable, we'll kind of go into cost today and why it is a great value. But otherwise, if you are not doing any kind of social media ads, you can use your personal account. If you're already connected to all your friends and family, you totally can do that. We just have to make sure that when you're posting in a compliant way, because a business page, your name is right there. It tells exactly what brokerage you're with. Everyone knows who you are. On a personal page, it can kind of get muddy. You can forget to include your brokerage. You can forget to include certain information, and then you're technically not compliant. Now, they're not really scrubbing all of our social medias, checking if you're compliant. However, if you ever do get a complaint from someone on anything real estate related, the board will look at all of your accounts, everything. So that's why we want to just make sure no matter what, you're always compliant. So if you want to use your personal account, we'll totally go over that. But you just have to be a little more careful. All right, so we are now going to talk about the 10-5-1 engagement system, which if you haven't already heard it in this course, you've likely heard it kind of around. And so the 10-5-1 social media system is all about getting more people to start interacting with your page so that you're popping up on their timeline more often and your algorithm is improving so that you're going to get more business and more eyes on every single post. So with that, you need to be liking or loving 10 posts a day. It doesn't have to be anyone you're looking to work with. It's just about getting your algorithm up. It's about participating in social media, people seeing that you're active. Maybe you're trying to reconnect with people from high school, college, old past jobs. It's a great way to just start liking and loving their stuff, because then your posts are just naturally going to show up in their timeline more. You need to be leaving 5 comments a day. It doesn't have to be on the same post that you are liking. If you're on social media, you're likely already scrolling through, liking things and loving things without even thinking about it. So if we can be intentional about this, and really put in a system, you'll really start targeting your algorithm. And the final one is one share, direct message, or original post. So you don't have to be making a post every single day. It could be sharing from someone else's account, maybe a quote or a video you found really interesting. You could be direct messaging someone, so starting a real estate related conversation. And then, or just an original post on your page, either business or personal. And throughout, talking today, we'll also discuss the different generations of people want to be contacted in different ways. So if you aren't using social media direct messaging yet to reach out to certain demographics, you really need to start, because a lot of people in their 20s, lower 30s, they prefer to be reached out to on social media through direct messaging or a text message. A lot of people are not going to answer a phone call if they don't know your number, and they don't always return voicemail. So I have found that direct messaging or texting is the absolute best way to capture that generation. And we all know that generation is on the rise for being out in the market and taking over market share. So it's something you should really start thinking about adding into your daily lead gen if you can. All right, so you guys we've talked about the 10-5-1 system before. Is anyone currently using it in their kind of day-to-day, or is this something new for all of you? Trying?
I don't think we hit those numbers, but I spend about a half hour every morning.
Okay. So is there a way that you can think of? Could you set up some kind of time blocking or system that you absolutely know you are hitting these numbers?
Yeah.
Because that way, it's not even just a question of what you're doing, just every day, you know what you're supposed to be doing. It's like logging into Command, seeing all the people you're supposed to call. It'll just become second nature. And this doesn't have to be something you do during your workday. If you're at home on the couch at 10 p.m., you can still be liking and scrolling through people's things. In fact, you could be doing more than the 10-5-1 in an hour, just watching, an episode of something. So think about this. It doesn't have to be arduous. It doesn't have to be something that's super complicated. It can fit into any time of your day. Are there any ahas kind of from the 10-5-1 and how it might help you with your algorithm or just your day-to-day social media?
So with the 10-5-1, that would be on each platform to do that.
So, yes, all platforms have different algorithms. So yes, if you're wanting to hit all the different platforms, you should be participating in each platform daily. But for those of you that are just trying to hit one or two, again, I don't want you to start all these other platforms. It's going to overwhelm you. So if you're already using all those platforms, yes. Otherwise, really Facebook and Instagram are the ones that are going to really bring you that traction if you aren't already on social media. All right. So now we're going to be talking about posting practice. So there are, better ways to be posting, better times of day to be posting. That also does affect your algorithm and even what you're posting. So I actually want to back up real quick and talk about when you are leaving comments. I'm sorry, I forgot about this, but what you are posting on people's pages also does affect the algorithm. So if you are posting like congratulations, energetic, happy moments on Facebook, it's reading those words. Those words are taglines for the algorithm. They're seeing that you're being positive, you're uplifting people, or maybe you're congratulating someone. So those kind of posts will also do a lot better. It'll help your algorithm because Facebook wants to be celebrating people. They want that energy out there. So if you can give the energy, you'll receive it back. All right. So with posting practice, we're now going to talk about the 80-20 principle. A lot of people fall in a trap of starting a business page for social media and just kind of vomit posting, I'm going to call it. They think that the more posts they put out there about their business, the more eyes they're going to get, the more leads they're going to get. And it's actually not true. You want to be smart. You need to have a system of what you're posting out there. Because again, your people that are on social media, they are seeing hundreds to thousands of people's posts. We need to make sure that in that couple of seconds they're scrolling through, they like your content, they want to see your content, and they're not just scrolling right past it. So with the 80-20 rule, 80% of the posts that you should be doing need to be personal. It doesn't necessarily have to be photos of you, you know, photos of your children, if that makes you uncomfortable. But there's a lot of stuff in your life that you do that's interesting, that allows you to connect with other people. And the people on your social media pages want to see that. They want to see what types of hobbies you have. They want to see what's going on in your life, what accomplishments you're doing outside of work. Yes, they do want to support you in your business, but that's a very small piece of it. When you look around in this room, I mean, we have a ton of amazing agents at Keller Williams Premier Realty. All of you are amazing agents, but what sets you apart is your personalities, what you like to do day to day, how you run your business. So that's what we need to get people to see, just who you are as a person, really what's going to set you apart from the other agents in your office, from the other agents in your market center, because they're also on social media. They're also posting. They likely are just posting about their business. So if you can be different, if you can be opening yourself up, getting people to trust you, trust your life, it will help out so much more. The leads will just start coming in organically. Now with that, you can still be, you know, posting things that are going to support your business. It doesn't all have to be just solely about you. These personal posts, you know, it could be quotes that you like. It could be community service things that really speak to your heart. Maybe you're someone that loves animals, so you start posting about stuff with veterinary clinics or humane societies. You just need to find the things in your life that really speak to you, and that will speak to other people, and start posting about it. So there's lots of things that we could kind of get into there. So let's dig a little deeper into the 80-20 rule. So personal interest posts could be about pets, art, cooking, baking recipes. It could be photos of you cooking, baking, you know, what type of exercise or working out you do. Outdoor adventures, if you like to go on hikes, if you just like to go on walks, maybe you walk the neighborhood and just show the special areas, the parks and the businesses around. If you love live music, maybe you're going to shows and you're just telling people about all the live music in the city and the events. And then if you love sports, you know, there's lots of local sports teams, little leagues, high schools, college. You know, be the person of your community that is getting these events out there. You're speaking about the things you like. You'll start connecting with people that like these same things. And we all know we want to work with people that we want to work with that are like us. So if you are using your interests, your hobbies, the loves in your life to kind of project yourself out there, you're going to attract people that have similar hobbies, interests, and it's just going to make working with people so much more enjoyable. All right, so with that also, though, you want to make sure that you are still being unique. You're setting yourself apart. So I don't want all of you to start posting the same exercise videos, the same recipes. This is really something that in your businesses, you need to be personalizing to yourself. You can obviously all work together, have brainstorming sessions of different posts, but again, these posts really need to be coming from you. And if you have someone that is running your social media, you know, maybe make sure that they're sending you the copy of what they're about to post so that you can make some changes, make sure that it's in your voice and it's not someone else's voice. Because again, when someone comes to work with you, you want to make sure that the image that you've projected out to kind of sell them, get them to come work with you, that that's truly who you are, that you're authentic, and that's what they're going to get by working with you. So with the 10-5-1 rule, you can kind of see throughout the week, technically 7 posts. So most of those should be personal. A couple of those you can save for business. Maybe you have a just sold open house coming up. But again, make sure that 80% of your posts are about you, your hobbies, your interests, your life. So then the 20%, let's talk about what we should be posting for business posts. So we all have listings, or maybe you're on a team that has listings. What's really great about working in an office like Keller Williams, our broker technically has all the listings. So if maybe Alyssa, you didn't have a listing right now and your team didn't have a listing you wanted to promote, you could go talk to Chris Jensen team, see if they had a listing you could promote, still work it that way. So we have 175 agents in this office. We have a ton of listings, and there are plenty of agents in this office that would love for you to promote their listings. So You just have to ask, get that permission, then you can go ahead and post, and you just need to make sure that you're not claiming you're the listing agent. But you can still get leads from supporting someone else's listing. You can still get business. So if you don't have a listing, it doesn't mean you can't be posting about listings. Open houses are an amazing opportunity on social media because we all know that open house work starts days in advance. So this gives you the opportunity to really get it out there and get more eyes on it. So, you know, I suggest people, this kind of goes against the 20% rule, but I suggest people do a post about an open house a couple days before, and then a live video while you're at the property. A live video kind of projects out to everyone on your friends list, lets them know you're live. It forces them, even if they're not going to watch it, your name is popping up, they're reading your name, you're becoming top of mind again. If you've done it right, they already know you're a realtor. So if you're live and they don't watch it, chances are they know it's about real estate. So next one, awards. We all get awards throughout the year, whether they are from Keller Williams or platforms you use out there. There's lots of awards. People would like to know, they love to celebrate you. There's a couple agents in this office. I think Chris Jensen posted about an award and got hundreds and hundreds of likes and responses on it. So people want to celebrate you. They don't just want to see the homes you're listing. They don't just want to hear how many homes, you know, you're selling. They like the awards as well. And then also speaking events, either events you're putting on, like first-time home buyer events, investor events, or there are lots of trainings out there, lots of speakers out there that we can be going to. And if you just show people, you know, hey, I'm at this event today, we're going over this. People love to see that you're constantly learning, you're growing. They want to grow with you. You're going to create that energy. So all of these options, obviously there's lots more out there that you could be posting. Is there anyone in the room that could kind of share maybe a business post that they like to post regularly that does really well on social media? Yes, Dawn.
I think I told it before in class, but the one they got the most comments for were the 2 different types of plungers. The tools to help you with your power.
Yeah, so just everyday things that, you know, maybe knowledge people didn't know, and it causes a little, whoa,
Yeah,
causes some excitement on social media and gets the conversation going.
that and recycling, and I've got posts scheduled out for next April. I believe April is Earth Day is in there, so I've got lots of recycling
Nice.
set up.
Yep. So yeah, people love community service posts, things that make them feel good. So if that's something you enjoy doing or something you want to get into, definitely document it. Get it out there. People love to see that you are giving back to the community, and real estate agents give back to their communities a lot more than we show and a lot more than people realize. So don't be scared to put it out there. You may inspire either other agents or just other people also to be getting out into their community. So some other things that you could be talking about business wise that maybe isn't directly related to your business. You know, we could be talking about the real estate industry in general. So maybe there's property tax increases happening in your neighborhood. There's going to be a lot of surprises. You know, share a story about how you could get that reversed or fight it. You know, be that person that's going to give them resources that are going to help them. Maybe this winter we had lots of school closures. You know, give people that information out there. Be a source where when something goes on, you're disseminating the information out, and people are going to come to your page looking for that. You know, maybe a food. We've got the Jason Gorman team right now doing a food drive. Again, people love to see the type of things that are happening. It doesn't have to be your food drive. You could just do a video talking about how the office is putting on a food drive. Does anyone have any food, you know, they want to donate? So there's so many things in this office in our community that translate really well to business posts that aren't bragging or asking necessarily for business, that are just going to do it organically for you. Oops. And then 10%, we've already kind of talked about it, but you do want to make sure that 10% of your posts are community service related. So again, if you aren't already doing community service, you can find nonprofits or events that need help and just promote it. It doesn't have to be necessarily you going to feed my starving children or doing at a food bank, actually working there. You can be using your voice electronically and getting eyes on these events and helping out that way as well. All right, are there any ahas kind of from the 10-5-1 to the 80-20% rule? Is this something people are already employing in their business? Or is this something that you're going to be changing the way you're posting and trying to do things differently? Jess, it looks like you've got changing.
Yeah.
So what do you and Chris post right now? Do you,
Mostly just business. like,
Okay.
Specific. I
Yep.
think we do like to focus on health and wellness, everybody
Mhm.
knows that. So we do some stuff like that, and we've done a couple nonprofit posts, but
Yeah.
it's not nearly as much as it should be.
Yep.
So
perfect.
clarity, that's good. Like fair. So one question I do have, when you're talking about this. Is this strictly on your business page or both, business and personal?
Again, it all depends on how you're running your social media. If you do have a business page, you really should be posting on your business page. And then you can share things to your personal from the business page. But if you don't already have a business page and you just have your personal, again, you can be compliant. You can get eyes on your posts. So if that's what's going to get you involved in social media to not have to create a new page, that's how I want you to attack it. It's really just about getting yourself out there one way or the other and being compliant while doing it. All right.
You start the class over, I was late.
Oh, yeah. Anything for you, Kevin. The good thing is this is recorded. So at the end of today, you can watch the first 20 minutes.
I think that's a question,
Yeah,
like when you're saying post, here, are you also referring to like, could that be a reel, like if you did a reel?
yes. It doesn't just have to be a post on your page. Anywhere that you're getting content out, whether it's a story, a reel, video somewhere, it all works. And actually, reels and videos and stories tend to get more eyes than a post just on your wall. So there are things that, and what's even great is you can use content that you're posting on your wall, break it down into smaller bits, and then also post as a story. So you don't have to have 30 different events, 30 different ideas. You can create multiple different posts that have different meanings, different kind of plans of action from the same event. So you can be smart about this. It doesn't have to be this arduous, oh my goodness, I have to think of 30 posts, 30 different things this month. You can really milk certain events for multiple posts. Did you have a question, Nick?
Comment slash tip. So on Facebook, a lot of times they'll put your top friends or the people that you like to hang out with or whatever, maybe they think that you can see right away. But I can send this out to you. There's a different Facebook link. If you go there, it does it chronologically. So it brings back all those old friends that you haven't seen for a long time, and it brings back everyone who just posted. So you get to do that. Stick to the man.
And there, I mean, yeah, there is value in that because if we have a post that's doing really well, if you like it, your name could kind of get lost in the sea of all the likes. So yeah, if you can like something early, the person that posted it is likely in that zone of wanting to see who's liking, who's commenting on in the beginning, and so you will get more traction that way.
Is there any way to kind of connect both business and so, I mean, your personal together, so whenever you post in the personal, reflect in there?
Unfortunately, no, not right now. There isn't a way for that. You can connect your Facebook and Instagram account so that when you're posting on one, it automatically posts on the other. But no, if you want to share something from your business page to your personal, you have to do that manually.
Thank you.
No problem. Yes,
There's a class today on Facebook that Drake Duckworth invited me to.
okay,
It's on how to be edutaining on reels. So it's presented by the North American Funding Marketing Team, and they walk through how to educate and entertain on Instagram Reels in order to generate more business for real.
there you go. So what time is that at?
11, unfortunately.
So we can ask Drake if that's recorded. I bet it is.
Sent me an email yesterday.
Okay.
Let me see if he said it was from here.
Otherwise, between,
I'm sure they'll have more coming up.
yes, and between him and myself, we could also put on a Reels class,
Yeah.
you know, at a later date.
That'd be great.
For sure, but yeah, so Drake is another resource out there. He knows social media, he knows marketing very well. So if you can't grab time with me, or maybe you're already working with him on something, you know, he would love to co-brand things with you. He's very handy with all of that. And then New American Funding, like Dawn says, does put on trainings from time to time. So definitely he'll post on our personal Facebook when those are happening. And then at our team meetings, he sometimes talks about them as well. So just pay attention to those because he does know what he's talking about, and he's helped quite a few of our agents in this office already. All right, so we're going to talk about kind of the meat of everything now, social media strategy. So these are going to help you connect with people you already know in one way or another, or you're going to be connected to people that your people know. You know, we want you to post about your neighborhood. We are all real estate agents. You know your community, you know your neighborhood the best. So post about your neighborhood, attract other people in, and become really the realtor that is the expert in your area. We know Aaron always talks about it. Videos and images get more eyes on a post. So we don't only want text and posts. We do want images. We want creativity. We have a wonderful video room. We've already had some lenders partnering with agents in there. I can help you make videos. There are just tons of avenues that are going to get more eyes on your posts. There are plenty of homeowners out there. It doesn't even have to be your posts. It doesn't have to be your business post. There are plenty of real estate posts out there. We want to inject positivity into the community, into our profession. So go congratulate other realtors, send them positivity, build their business up. Because if realtors in general are doing well, we are all going to do well. We need the public to like us, to trust us. And you're going to do that by showing, you know, our true colors as KW agents. We support every agent out there, no matter what brokerage they're at. Obviously, you should be posting about your listings. Some of us have lots and lots of listings, so you have to be smart about how much you are posting, but we definitely want to get your listings out there. And then engaging with people, the 10-5-1, the 80-20, these are all ways to make sure that you are properly engaging with individuals, but getting something out of it. We already know there's different kind of social media sites we should be using, like Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. YouTube is one that I don't think a lot of people take advantage of. And there are agents that are doing amazing things on YouTube just by sharing videos. There are things you already talk about in your business. There are things you're very confidently talking about, like the buyer process, the seller process, that you can break up into many different videos. But YouTube is a way that people are searching, they're getting information about the home buying process. And if you can capture them in that research phase, they're going to trust you. They're coming to you for the information. They're trusting what you say. And when they're ready to buy, they will reach out to you. I saw some hands back there.
How are people sharing that information?
So, I mean, Facebook does a really great way, really good job of, if you create a thumbnail on Canva or Designs and you have good enough quality, you know, you can put out a really eye-catching thumbnail, something that's going to get people posted on all of your social media. They do the smart view where they do the thumbnail. You just post the URL on your post. It automatically drops the picture, the thumbnail in, and allows people to just click it. So you can just be posting it on your social media sites. And then you should have all of your videos in a playlist, because if they start that one video, your others are just going to automatically start. So YouTube is heavily underutilized in our industry. And there's a few agents in our market that are using it at a high level and getting quite a few deals out of it.
Regarding the videos, like what is like an average time that you actually like keep people's attention? Like what is the time?
Again, it's going to depend on what you're talking about, but just a couple minutes long. Every year, the time length is kind of shortening as Vine was here, TikTok is here, people's attention spans, the videos are shortening. So that's why it's better to break things up into smaller videos where you can just talk about one topic, get through it, be clear, concise. And then if they want to move on to the next topic, they go on to your next video. And it actually helps your algorithm because YouTube is seeing that, oh, they're watching one video, they're now moving on to the other. This person has good content, they're engaging, let's push them out. So you also can grow your YouTube algorithm to be naturally bringing people in. You don't only have to be posting on social media. People are going to find your videos if you're doing it properly. I do have a class on YouTube I've taught before, so we'll get that back on the calendar. Because I know now with our video room, you guys could do quite a bit there. LinkedIn, Snapchat, all really great platforms. Like I said, though, if you aren't using social media currently, I really just want you to be focusing on 2 or 3 that you are going to do very well. Those 2 or 3 are going to change depending on who's using them, whether you love video or not. So we can always have a one-on-one to really discuss how you're using social media, how you want to be doing it, and then kind of figuring out a plan of attack. So definitely use me after today. We love to not reinvent the wheel. There are lots of real estate agents out there using social media at a very high, at a high level that aren't in your market, that you can go follow these people in other markets that are doing this well, look at what they're doing. You don't have to copy word for word, but you can get ideas of what they're posting, seeing what's doing well for them. So definitely look at agents in other markets that are doing well. And I can get some teams or agents out there if you guys would like for you to get some eyes on. So Marjorie, what is your favorite platform to post on?
Probably Facebook.
Facebook. And why do you like Facebook best?
I don't know, like I've been using it the longest.
Okay, so just ease of use, you already know how to use it, it's something you're confident in. Anyone else, what is your favorite platform to post on and why? Facebook. And again, why do you like Facebook so much?
But most of my American friends
Okay,
in Facebook. So
awesome. So
I
it's where you're
separate-
connected, your sphere is there. We love that.
You think that people kind of, sometimes I'll be scrolling through Facebook and it's like ad after ad after ad. Like the stupid guy, the exercise guy. Get fat on it.
Yep.
I mean, it almost seems that you get sick of them.
Well, and that's why you want to make sure you're not posting just business stuff, because otherwise, again, you'll just be one other business and there's sea of posts that they get a lot of business posts. So again, we do want to highlight your business, but we want to make sure that when your post does come up, it is a break from the advertisements. It isn't trying to get your business necessarily. They just want to have fun. They're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, mostly to relax, unwind. We want to provide that type of content for them. And we can still do it in a professional business related way, but that's not going to cause them to just keep swiping.
Trust me, somebody's sitting somewhere else and saying, have you seen those realtor?
Exactly. And I mean, to your point, that also kind of goes to show why it is smart to bring in stories, reels, because a lot of people will just go on Facebook. All of this reels are at the top. It's easy to just start clicking through and they know they're not getting advertisements. It is just content from their, what?
But I say that they got like you want to post this as a feed or as a story or as like 4 options out there.
Yep.
Each one of them.
So your feed is like the wall. It is when you log on to Facebook and you just start scrolling, that would be your feed. The reels and stories, like when you log on your phone and there's all the circles at the top of the page, you click on it and it brings up their video. That is a reel or a story. So if it asks you, do you want to be posting a reel? That's where it would go. And those do need to be designed differently. They are a different layout, a different size. So when you are thinking about what you're going to be posting, whether it's on a wall or a reel, again, you can be using similar content, but you need to be making sure that you're designing the post to be presented in the way they're supposed to be.
That's shareable, like you said, share it from your business to your personal.
The reels, no, but posts, yes. So the reels would just stay on your page. You're not sharing them to your page. But any post that's on your feed or your wall of your business page can be shared to your personal.
Like you said.
So if you post a reel on your business page, you can't easily share it to your personal page. But if you post a anything onto your wall/feed, that can be shared to your personal page. So if you had a reel you were posting on your business page, you would just also separately have to post it on your personal page, which would only take about 15-20 seconds.
Drake said he thinks that we recorded today.
Oh.
It is.
So Drake's class should be recorded today and he will post links as long as he can get the recording.
I told him about it, that you might want to collaborate with you.
Yeah. Awesome. Perfect. So Drake and I, if the class isn't recorded, Drake and I will make sure you get the content. All right, so we are all going to have to create posts that are highlighting our business, but again, we don't want to be doing it in a super salesy way that people are going to just think, Denise is always trying to get my business with her posts. So we want to kind of be smart about it and make sure that Denise's posts are engaging and organically bringing them in. So keeping current and potential customers aware of the latest market trends is going to be one of your main objectives in social media. They are getting a lot of fear-based information from the media, from news channels. So it's up to us to also be providing truthful, real information that's going to get them to understand where the market is at this moment. Because also we know that the media news stations are typically behind on their market trends. So anything they're reporting on likely was a couple months ago or a while back. And we know the real estate market is changing weekly, monthly, daily, even sometimes. So we need to be the ones getting that out there for them so that all the information is accurate. So with that, there are other ways for you to be getting out market trend information, utilizing other technology outside of just social media. So with Keller Williams as agents here, you have a full arsenal of technology at your fingertips that is going to assist you in your social media marketing. So you have your KW app that you could be making posts about, sending out to people. Not only are you marketing yourself on social media, but as they download it, they're being brought further into your ecosphere. They're more connected with you. If they're going to be looking at homes, they're now doing it in your app versus Zillow or Realtor.com. And they are able to actually request showings, request information. All of that is coming directly to you, not the listing agent. So your KW app is amazing. We also have, Command. There are so many tools within Command that can make your social media posting easier, helps you design things, makes it just kind of something that is a system and that you're not having to think about every single day. So we do have in Command areas that help you schedule posts, design and create posts, and then also send those posts out in a bunch of different ways, whether it is direct mail, mass emails, your social media. So we don't only have to be thinking about our social media in just posting. There are other ways, other pieces of technology that we can bring in to kind of really speed things up and get more eyes on our posts. So there's also, we want others to be sharing your business, be talking about your business. So we all know that client testimonials do very well. You don't have to be posting them daily. You don't have to be super braggy about it, but people do want to see that others are trusting you, that you are doing well in your business, that you are providing the amazing service that you're speaking about. So if you are not already starting a post-closing smart plan that automatically asks them for a review, talk to me. It's something I can help you with. Getting reviews in your business is very important as agents. And I highly suggest doing it on platforms that you know are going to stick around. A lot of agents currently do get reviews on Zillow, and yes, people do look at Zillow, it's great. But we all know that Zillow is already kind of becoming their own brokerage. So at some point, we don't know, but your reviews could technically either disappear. It could only be used for Zillow agents. We don't know. So you want to be making sure that you're collecting reviews on Google, on Facebook, on these platforms that not necessarily you own, but you own the business page to it. Those aren't going to disappear. If you ever were to change your business, those posts would still be there. So you want to own your reviews and be able to always have them. So that's definitely something that I can help you either make a smart plan or just automated email messaging, let me know. Also, with this, why we love client testimonials is because we know word of mouth is the cheapest and easiest way for your business to grow. Your sphere, your people can easily be your cheerleaders. So not only is social media to gain people into your business as clients, but it's also in order to create cheerleaders. You will see other, and it's also not only clients, it's other agents as well. If you can be forming relationships with agents across the country, there are referral groups all over Facebook that if you watch, these agents have cheerleaders all across these different groups. Specific agents are being suggested time and time again. They are winning all of these referrals, and it's because their social media game is strong. They are staying in touch with other agents and they are creating those relationships. So by doing client testimonials, you can not only be capturing other leads, but you can be capturing other agents as well. They're seeing that you're doing great business. They would possibly be able to send clients to you. So it's very important to be posting all of that. All right, so engagement creates engagement. Don't post and ghost. So a lot of people will build a social media plan, implement things, start posting, and then they kind of just back away. They think they're done. They put the post out there. People are seeing it. You are not done. Your work is just beginning when you post something on social media. Everyone that is commenting on your post, you need to be commenting back. People that are commenting like their post. As you engage with the people in your post, it is going to send it out to more and more people. So the more you engage with people, the more people will engage with you. Yes.
I found that it works too if you, when you first see it, put a comment or like a like,
Mhm.
or, and then wait a day or two and then go back and comment again, so you're getting multiple.
Exactly. Yep. So there are, and also maybe you post it on your personal page and you tag your business page. Tagging something also brings people up. So you can delete a tag, re-tag, and it will show like you've tagged something. So there are ways, like Don said, that you can kind of trick the system into thinking it's getting more engagement than it is, just simply by waiting a couple hours, waiting a day. So your post can regenerate business even a week after you've posted it because you've gotten more and more engagement on it. Yes.
So what you said, if you go and like old posts, then you say things through.
Yeah, exactly. So if you comment on things, like old things, it definitely can restart the engagement if the other people on the other end are re-engaging.
You can also post, like, let's say you forgot to post something from an open house 3 weeks ago. You can post it and then go on your laptop or desktop. Now, you can't do it on the mobile phone, but you can go back and change the date when it was. Puts it in chronological order and then makes people.
There you go. So there are hundreds and hundreds of tips to help you with social media. I'm not the end all be all. There are plenty of you out there that also have lots of really great information. A lot of agents are doing social media at a high level. So yes, if you have any tips at any point that I'm not speaking about, please get them out there. We all want all of the information. So with this, do not just post your posts and then let them sit. Make sure that you're also setting time aside in your schedule to also be re-engaging with the post. So with that, we all know we've heard about time blocking many times before throughout our business for lead generating. Social media is something you should be time blocking, both for the creation of the post as well as just as you're running through liking and commenting the 10-5-1, you should also be time blocking that. So I have lots of agents that will time block a couple hours at the beginning of a month, sit down, concentrate, just crush a couple hours worth of content, build all their content for the month. They schedule it. They then get to sit back. All they're doing for the rest of the month is engaging with people on their posts and your posts. So if you time block it, it doesn't have to be a complicated thing. It can just be a couple times a month that you're actually really putting the hours into building things. And then the rest of the time is just fun scrolling, interacting with people. We know that if it's not on your calendar, it doesn't exist. So if you're not already in social media daily and you're not time blocking it, you likely are going to fall out of your system and forget about it. So some ahas, why do we think it's important to be liking, commenting, talking to other people's posts?
Because then they're gonna see yours.
Exactly.
So I go through, you have like 400 or 500 friends in your group, and you're not seeing every single one of them. But I go through like a group like the alphabet and just make it an effort to go to those people's pages.
Yep,
And that way they're seeing yours then again. So
love that.
get connected with everybody.
Yeah, so you're basically using our quarterly call plan, but for social media where you're breaking up your friend group by last name, by letter,
Yeah,
and you're systematizing, going through all of them, making sure you're re-engaging in order to get their eyes on your post. So that's super smart. So everyone should be like Dawn, be time blocking time throughout your month to just be going through your friend list and making sure you are engaging with those people that you haven't engaged with in a while, because if you're not engaging with them, they are not seeing your posts. So, yes,
Is there any way to separate like from areas like, say, a bunch of buddies in Chicago, a bunch of buddies in like Philadelphia?
yeah.
Here,
You can
So-
add everyone to a group.
Mhm.
So like from your Facebook friends, you can add all your realtor lenders into a group. And when you post stuff, you can just post to them directly.
Yeah, so you can go through, you can filter out people by area, you can search for people that way, and then like she said, create groups of people. Yeah, it takes time because you have to go through everyone and specifically add. But definitely can help in that area of reconnecting with specific groups of people.
command, you can do it by tag, like I put states and cities. And, but that way it at least give you a list and check me.
want to tag, I think that was good idea to separate people. Yeah.
All right, so also, as we're thinking about all of our content, we really do need to be adding value to people's lives. You shouldn't just be posting to post to be hitting your numbers. We do need to be thinking about the content pretty thoroughly, what you're posting, because again, we want people to think about you, think about your page, trust you, trust the information coming from you, and we want them to be actively seeking you out. And the way we're going to be doing, the way you're going to accomplish that is by providing value to them. Again, it can either be real estate related value, or it can be value that you're providing in your community, or just any information at all. It doesn't have to be real estate related to be giving them value. So when we are navigating the online world, it is really important for us to be finding those communities that we like, that we fit into. So there are so many groups on Facebook. I'm in a couple Minneapolis, St. Paul LGBTQ groups that I've gotten a lot of business out of, because I've just consistently posted, talked to people in the group, been a source of information. And then when people need a real estate agent in that group, they post in the group looking for people, and then my name will come up. So there are thousands of groups of every single topic, every hobby interest out there on Facebook. And you should really start to find some ones that you participate in, that you could participate in, add value, become an active member in that community. Because if you are doing something you love and providing value, they really will come to you without you ever asking for business.
So what
There-
does it look like? I mean, because it's supposed to be topic specific in these groups, so how do you, oh, by the way, I'm a realtor. How do
Well-
you speak that in?
Well, you'll start to get to know people. You'll see, I mean, these groups can have thousands of members, but there's only, a handful of them that are super active. So there are people that you'll just start to get to know. You'll post, they'll start interacting on your personal page. So like by going into these communities, they're also you can friend people, they're gonna start seeing your personal stuff, and it's just expanding your friend group. And so you're not asking them for business, but they're gonna know you're a realtor. And so they're gonna like you, they're gonna trust what you're engaging in, and then when they need a realtor, they're hopefully going to reach out to you.
Step two, you're not going on that page specific.
I mean, there are times that I will post business content if it's related to that. You know, maybe you're someone that loves pets, and so you are posting in these veterinary or humane society, lost dog groups, you're active in these. Well, maybe you put on an event. We have an agent that did a adoption event at a brewery, a real estate and dog adoption event. So, you know, that's something that if you're doing that type of event, you can post in the group because it is adding value. You're not asking for business. You are doing something fun in the community that supports them. Please come support me. So there are ways you can be smart about it and be posting about business without being like, hey, I'm a realtor, use me.
Yeah.
So,
That makes sense.
yeah, as long as it's something that is authentic to you, you can easily be posting in there and be active without being an agent. And I mean, this isn't something that's going to happen overnight. This is, again, social media is a marathon for these people in these communities to trust you. You really, it's going to take time, but it will pay off. And you yourself are going to get value out of these groups. Other people are going to be posting things that's going to help you. So it is a two-way street. So definitely start just kind of exploring your niches, your hobbies, seeing if there's a group on Facebook that pertains to you, break into it, introduce yourself, you know, say you're excited to join the community, whatever's going to get your information out there. So are there any other people here that are in communities on Facebook that are active and that are being successful, even if you're not necessarily getting clients out of it yet? Are there anyone here that are just in communities on Facebook that they're a part of? You are?
Lost dogs, there's the retrievers.
Awesome. Yes.
I'm in a Minneapolis moms group, and I am actually, when I moved up here from Georgia, I joined that group, and that's actually how I found my realtor. And that's how.
Yeah. And if you don't, if you can't find a group about your topic, start a group. You can create your own community on Facebook. Even if start posting, you're not going to get a lot of people in the beginning, but if you stick with it, you will start to get people that find you. And if you can be the moderator and the owner of the group, that's even more power to you. So definitely, even if it's not out there, we can create it. Is there anyone else?
I only have 4 friends.
Well, then this is the perfect opportunity for all of you to be going out and finding your communities. So definitely start doing that. If you're struggling with it, you can come talk to me. We can kind of start chatting about what you like in your life, and I can see if I can kind of help you narrow down some areas that might help you. But Dawn, it looked like you had.
Yeah, we made a group, puzzle club, because we like jigsaw puzzles, and we get people from all over the world that have joined.
Love that.
So it's really kind of cool. People just don't stay.
Yeah.
They're jigsaw puzzles, especially over COVID, it's kind of took off.
You know,
That
we
is
have the
awesome.
largest puzzle contest in the United States here in
Yes,
Minnesota.
we go to that.
Do you?
Our goal is just to not be last, so
That's amazing. What is that?
through winter time.
That's really cool. So Dawn created her own community. It doesn't necessarily relate to real estate, but down the road, she definitely could get some business if she starts creating some good friendships and relationships with people on there. Sorry, Elise.
I was gonna say, I also, cause I, am a Girl Scout troop leader, like I've joined different Girl Scout stuff. With the gym that I go to, I joined all their stuff. They even branch out to like a food group or, a book club or, just anything like that. Also, like if you like podcasts, they usually have their own following. So you join that group too, if that's something that you like to do with them.
That's awesome. Yeah, very good recommendations. Denise, it looked like you had something.
I was just gonna say, I created one in my neighborhood, we didn't have one in my neighborhood, and so I printed out. Some postcards with, you know, they want things to try to join the business.
Another one also, like, kind of like you said, but you could create a group for your specific block. You know, in Minneapolis, we have something called block captains. So there is someone on your block that's registered with the city to be the block captain, and then like neighborhood night out, that type of things, it's that person. So you could be your block captain, even if your city doesn't have it. You know, go around to your neighbors, introduce yourself, get their contact information so that you can kind of build a a contact sheet, and then let them know you're building this community. Make that Facebook group, invite them all in. You know, again, they're going to see that you're a realtor on your page, so you're not being businessy, but you're creating a community that they can all post, ask stuff, and then boom, maybe you'll get some business out of it.
Amy does the block captain. She always has the fire department.
Love that. So yeah.
All the kids come, like, every-
So I know it's not social media, but you then, you know, we have agents that will, bring all the, maybe they'll do all the hot dogs or all the food for the night out, the block party, and they're promoting their business that way. So definitely kind of look into being your block person in your neighborhood, and then build a community around that. All right, so there is in your participant guide, I think it should be 8.19. Let me double check in my guide.
8.8.
8.8, I'm so sorry. So there's an activity to post on social media. So you're gonna pair up with a partner. You're gonna find market stats, and then you're gonna actually post those market stats on social media. So we're gonna allow up to about 3 minutes. Spar.com has some really great hyper-local market stats. At the top of their bar, on the right-hand side, there's something called statistics. So if you click that, you can find that. Otherwise, through your MLS, we also have Info Sparks. So either one of those is going to give you really hyper-local data. Spar will likely be faster, and if we need a couple more minutes to accomplish this, we'll totally give that to you. But definitely, everyone find a partner. That way, you're not all 20 of you having to find the stats, just 10 of you.
What is the stats?
Just your local stats, whatever you want to post, you know, it could be your neighborhood's median income, it could be Washington County, it could be whatever area market you want to kind of bring attention to.
Yeah, we can all
That's what you can find.
together.
And you can, yeah, you guys can work more than 2 people as well, if you need.
Hi, friends. You're my friend.
Sorry, she wanted to come with you.
Everyone, this is flowers.
Hey guys, relax. Oh my. I know.
Right?
Picture of her Kimati.
Mhm. Exactly. That would get some good traction.
Because kind of the, you know, a lot of.
That's her dog. I just saw her.
Oh.
But yes, Bernie's dog will have a lot of stuff. But they're super friendly. They're really cool dogs.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
And this is where you can walk the county for 13 cities. And then this one. But it just gives over.
And this part, through the monthly indicators.
So.
Oh. Actually, lucky when I started this.
Yeah.
Now, they're not real.
Now, say.
So yeah, click statistics,
Well, shoot. I don't
select report.
Yeah.
And then Washington County,
Oh.
Yeah.
or whatever county you want, then, you could click in deeper, but I typically look at the whole Washington County report, and it gives some good.
And then you share that whole thing.
You could share the entire thing, or you could just take a couple
Yeah, you
of the stats and make a post yourself, but
Ah, gotcha.
I didn't even think about using Smart.
Smart.
I couldn't even say short.
I use, that's how I do it, or I go into MLS and get it.
yeah, NAR and MAR, all of the association websites have really solid stats. They're typically just about a month behind, so.
If you, what is it, the? In MLS, the live one. What is that?
Yeah. Info bar.
Info bar.
Yeah. So that one,
They don't like that we're already in March and then people don't get that. This is like, it feels like we're late.
So you can calculate, so if you go to the MLS.
Yeah, I have it.
I mean, that was.
If you guys have $50 a month, you guys ever use Lighter Side of Real Estate? LIGHTER, Lighter Side of Real Estate?
Yeah, we'll take a. I did. Okay, all right. Yeah. So you can hit I parentheses. And then under tool. You'll.
Media.
Now, so up here is where you select the area. You can either do, city, state.
Yeah. Like, put it back.
The city.
It's back.
Change the type of information that we display. So if you click, things on market. And hover over like, it shows you December. February.
What information?
It all depends on what you're sold, but if you're putting a Woodbury, it would be home prices, have they gone days on market,
Yeah.
all of those kind of just that showing people that are looking at it. If they were to sell their house, is it a good time to sell?
Yeah.
You can do all, because like, I would leave out, like, new construction, there's no signed new construction.
So like, all of these are filters. That can filter further, so you can see like how much it's out of the city. So like, if you are, in May for a listing, you can get type of really specific about square footage, all of that. So info cards is great because you can get in as tight and as hyper focused if you want, or.
Well, the people.
And then.
Yes.
Dave is posted on your.
Yes.
Is there any way we just-
So
Is that the Beast Burger guy?
Your weekend.
there is this share button that PDF, social media, there's different ways you could share. It. You have to use different.
When I said, share it. Open like
Yeah,
Facebook.
It's going to accept the URL that you copy, and you can post on your Facebook. Does that make sense?
So, thank you.
Yes. Is anyone struggling to find market stats? All right, so. Actually, let's talk out. It is just the home page, so if you just go back to spar.com. So type spar.com.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, then you click stitches there. And then you go down there. And then you like. And this is. can either do the entire 13 county Twin Cities, or you find a county you want. You can click Washington when they're, that's probably where you want yours. Then again, you can either get in deeper or the entire. And so it's just going to kind of give you a very large over bird's eye view. If you go back, you'll see there are other reports in areas that you can also find it. So. Or even just an entire, the entire Henry County, this is where sales are at this month. Even if they're down, you can speak to why they're down, it doesn't just happen to positivity. People do want to. So. So you can.
We're not quite there yet.
Right.
Download this. You know what I mean? So I probably read but this is.
You can build your own market.
Sure.
So that's the way that you can build something that looks like the wood, like where. And then a couple things.
It's just fascinating. I live in the same kind.
Yeah.
So all my years.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's everything was great.
Yeah, we'll get it by.
It's like I leave the office. Yeah, people like this, and somebody in their 80s is gonna
And, yeah.
Thing, for even for real. She wants to think that. And then it's gonna be around the house. And around the area. So that's kind of what our dynamics would be. Because I mean, other people would grow in this right line, make sure that I would be able yeah.
Just about one more minute, I'm just gonna finish over and then we'll get back.
Yeah.
You said.
And learned that I don't really love art. I would like that. I'm happy to be right. I've been down to even research. Like my captain and really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crystal.
Yeah. That's it. Yep. Yep.
In fact, once you
And I
kind
think
of
this.
go. So that-
Right.
You know,
It's like one- Yeah. Yeah.
If you want, yeah, if you want it, social media, you have, it's going to download into a picture. So in Google, I think it's fine. It's PDF to show. So you just convert the file of the image, a JPEG image, and then you can post it.
Okay.
That's something I can help you with.
You know what? You
But it's not getting a license just to help.
You can actually do
I'll help you out with the class. Thank you. Yes. All right, is everyone finished posting? All right, we're gonna come back into the learning mode. Flowers was adorable. All right, so as we're posting, you've heard me say it time and time again, and I'm going to continue to repeat myself. We have to be authentic. It is really easy to look at other people, how other people are posting, want to kind of copy them, be that energy that they're giving. And if it's not your energy, people are going to know. They know who you are. They've seen you on social media. They know how you act. So you need to be authentic. If you're not an if you're not a social media influencer, you don't need to be finding one and then copying them. We really want this to be coming from you and to be sounding like you. When you are authentic, people are just going to be drawn to you. They know your personality. They love already being around you. So they're going to be drawn to your posts. And we all know we want to do business with authentic people. It is very apparent when we first meet someone, we can kind of figure them out. We can see if they're being authentic or not. And if they're not, you don't want to do business with them. You don't want to continue your relationship with them deeper. So it's those people that you meet and you're just like, wow, like I really got to know them. I got to feel them. I want to learn more about them. It's going to draw them into your business. And then again, you don't want to be a jack of all trades. We need to be good at certain aspects and we need to do them really well. You don't have to be doing every type of post, every type of content out there. I want you to find the ones that feel authentic to you, that are easy for you to do, or that's something that you're going to go learn to do, want to learn, and then just really do it. So like I said, you just need to find 1 or 2 social media platforms that you're going to use at a very high level and then be in there every single day. And that's how it's going to really pay off for you. We've already talked about how videos are a great way to engage people. Even if you hate yourself in videos, you hate the way you sound, other people don't. That's the thing. We have to get over ourselves. It is only you that hates yourself in front of the camera. Otherwise, people see you every single day, and the way you present yourself on camera, if you are being authentic, they already know you. They're expecting that from you. So they, again, and it doesn't have to be super polished videos. If you remember, we had Morgan Whitman zoom in about last year to talk about her social media. She talked all about how she does not edit her videos heavily. If she makes mistakes, she just kind of laughs about it, moves on and keeps on with the video. You are human. People know you're human. And when you make those little stutters, those mistakes, it's okay. There is a time and a place for a super polished high-end video, but your day-to-day social media use is not it. People want to see you. And if you just have a really silly video, yeah, exactly. Other people generally don't like posting videos either. So they start seeing you and you're doing it well. They're going to be drawn to you like, wow, that's exactly what I want to be doing. Other people in other industries are going to start seeing what you're doing. It does work. My husband is a loan officer. He posts videos. He hates being in front of the camera. He gets an insane amount of traction. And he posted very heavily for 2 years and then stopped for about a year. And he had people coming to him, asking him where his videos were. So people were missing the content. They were looking for the content. So even if you hate doing it, other people are going to like your content. And ask for help. You don't have to do this on your own. You can leverage some of this stuff out there. I can help you set up things in the video room. There are content creators out there that will help you write and kind of figure out ideas for videos. There are people out there that will edit the videos for you at a very reasonable price. So even if this isn't something you're confident in doing, meet with me. We can figure out a plan for you that you can accomplish, and then leverage out that help. Also, certain platforms have diagnostics on how your posts are doing. That's another very positive thing about having a business page, is that it is actually giving you stats, diagnostics. It's letting you know how many people are viewing your posts, how many people are clicking through things. So if you're doing it well and you're keeping track of these stats, you'll start to notice which parts of your content are getting the most engagement, what is paying off. Kind of like in our business, when we look at where all of our leads are coming from and where we're spending our money, it's the same on social media. You need to see the videos, the content that people are responding to, and really jump into that area, elevate it, and figure out kind of how to build your presence around that. And again, if you don't know how to use those tools for insight, I am here. There's other people here in the office that can help you. So do not be afraid to ask for help. All right, so we're gonna do just a little bit of recap. So again, every single day, you should be liking 10 posts, commenting on 5 posts, and doing some kind of interaction, whether it is posting yourself, sharing a post, or sending a direct message. This is just the bare minimum. If you can be doing more, you should be doing more. The only area that you shouldn't be doing more of every single day is I don't want you to be flood posting every single day on your feed. So again, if it's sharing or sending out direct messages, that's the way you can accomplish that. And then use this guide. If you're going to be doing content, all of the personal posts, you need to have a couple business posts, and you really do need that community service post. So if you're not actively already in community service, find a way that's authentic to you to be getting out there and participating in your community so that you can be drawing in others. We talked about don't post in ghosts. So as you're posting, you do need to be engaging on your own posts. We're going to be adding value to people while highlighting your business. And if you do all of this, you really will start to catch leads for your business. And it's a fun way. You're not spending a lot of money. And if you do this right, it grows exponentially. All right, so are there any ahas that we haven't heard today that you're just excited to get out there? Maybe you're going to do something differently, or maybe even just you have a question that you'd like me to dig deeper into something.
I like the market stats. Doing the different.
Yeah, and as I was talking to a couple of people, you don't always just have to post the market stats or you don't have to post it in the format that they give you. Designs, Canva, there are ways that you could build your own graphic that has your team logo, your team colors. It's still on brand, and then you're deciding which information to send out. So we can still be keeping the market stats within your brand. It sounds like people wanted a class on some content creation and some Canva design. So I'll be getting that on the calendar for everyone. So maybe we'll focus on stuff like market stats, and we'll get a couple good graphics out there for people.
Yeah, I put the one I made, I just put a real limited one, like 3-bedroom home in Dakota County, and then ask for more. If you want more, let me know, be happy with that.
And I do in every single Friday email, there is the Washington County market stats. It's already in JPEG format. So you can just save that and use that and post it out. Otherwise, I also on that is a link to more market stats. If you click into it, it'll kind of show you everything. So that also is provided to you weekly. But I can certainly help you build a graphic or something on brand if you'd like to start posting those out there.
One of the things that you had kind of, that you had mentioned, is like times, like around like what time you think that would be beneficial for people seeing it?
Yeah, so think about all the times that you are on social media throughout the day. Very common. Other people are likely also going to be there at that same time. So you don't want to be posting super late night. If you come up with a post at 11 p.m. and you're all excited, build it, but then schedule it or save it for the next day. Because we really want those first couple of hours that your post is out there to start building the engagement, the traction. So we want to make sure people are logged on when you're posting. So people generally in the morning before work, there's a nice hour or two where people are sporadically on, lunchtime, and then after work. So kind of your morning, midday, and evening. And then weekends as well. That's a little more free form, but do not post late at night and super early in the morning, because then your post is just going to get hidden and flooded by other more engaged posts. So definitely think about that. If you think other people are awake and online, then it's likely a time to post. Otherwise, save it for a different time of day. So your call to action today, you all just did post hopefully you posted your market stats. If you haven't posted them, you can ask for my help after the class, but let's get that post out there. And then if people are engaging on it, I need you to start engaging back. So let's just practice on this post to really start not ghost and post. All right, so each day in Ignite, you guys are growing in how you think, the way that we're feeling, the actions we're doing. You're learning some new tools out there at your disposal. And from learning in AHAs as you move forward and you're achieving your big life, that's what we're here for. So to achieve our big goals, we are going to go into your participant guide. And so that should be 8.10. So if you'll go there, we're going to write in our participant guide on how you're grown in each of these areas. We're going to do this for 5 minutes. And then after the 5 minutes is up, I'm going to ask for a couple volunteers to just give their AHAs. And then after this, we will take a little bathroom break.
What is that?
So on page 8.10, there is, if your participant guide, there is an activity that is basically asking how you've grown in each of the different categories. So if you'll just work on that for a couple minutes here, we'll all come and hear some AHAs or what people have written.
You have to select one thing. And then you can do your clips. We have YouTube video. It's called Watch. Canva, C-A-N-V-A.
And
Yeah. You have some Canva in order to edit video. It's really easy.
oh,
Drew, how much is Canva premium a year?
It's like 149.
I think
For the whole year, right?
Yeah, for a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's well worth it.
It's amazing.
Hello.
The free version is good too, though. Like,
It is.
you Get a lot done in the free version.
Yeah, for a couple months as you're learning Canva, you definitely could get away with the free version, but then there's fonts and features that eventually you are going to want that are part of the pro.
The best feature is the brand. That's
I know,
like,
I
you
just-
set your
I
whole
know,
brand
that's
with
what I
your
was
logo.
thinking.
Colors, all of that.
That's why you can.
If you got a team, like if you have, I work with my sister, one like.
Yeah, so you can share like you and Carrie could share an account if you wanted. So like the office has an account that everyone on leadership, we all use the same account. So yeah, you can definitely, if you and Carrie or someone else you found, you could share an account.
Oh, yeah.
You just know that they're gonna see all the graphics you're making, you're gonna see the graphics she's making.
And then you just share it to your.
Yeah, you download whatever you want to download, she downloads whatever she wants, but all of it's there in the same library. So you guys could even share graphics.
Great, thank you.
So we do have designs in Command that does similar. Canva just has more kind of custom options. So I do use both. I think there's a time and a place for both. So I'll definitely get a class on Canva. I do, and we have a survey going out this tomorrow to all the agents.
Oh, yeah, and told us.
And so it'll have some questions in there. Once.
And then it was like.
So yeah, there will be lots of classes.
I know, right? I know. Yeah, that. Yeah. Exactly. That was, it gave you a good overview on film.
Yeah.
Ready.
Was that just a stretch, not a question?
Just.
Oh, yeah, I know.
There's a lot of.
Yeah, that's it.
Do you want to do that?
So you know, like some people are gonna.
Oh.
I probably are.
I don't know. I'm like, okay.
They're very proud of their backs.
No, no, I don't know, I'm sure.
What's that?
Awesome. Every day. we find out about-
Yeah. Like the algorithm. And it's like, once you get it done, like.
Every morning I send that email. This is exactly. I'll give you.
That's a good attitude. We had that stinky phone call. That's like.
I never, it's not fair to-
Videos are new phone right now. Talking, yeah.
Yeah, it is no way. I know my business. All of them, they're here around that.
Yeah,
It just. Copies and posted this. Email.
You know.
Yeah, copy and post and email.
Yeah.
It is.
that's true. It's clear.
I think it's very I saw the property when.
Yeah, I also. think marketing.
And if I want transfer this on board, it's a.
Yeah, no, it's.
They're gonna come.
All right. It looks like people are done writing, so we are going to come back as a group.
I go into that.
All right, so is there anyone in the room that's willing to share what they wrote for how their thinking has changed throughout Ignite and kind of as you've been reflecting? Don?
What I do is really important. I was like, social media was kind of a fun thing, or like, I don't know, just seeing anybody, or. I mean, you see the comments and stuff, but that really is important, so it's not just wasting your time.
Exactly. Yes, it doesn't just have to be about mindlessly scrolling and aimless. We can have a system, we can do it successfully and have fun while doing it. Anyone else would like to share how their mindset or thinking has changed kind of throughout the Ignite process?
The open house is, I had that, that guy over there.
Yeah, there's a lot that goes.
Good information, thanks a lot.
Yes, running a successful open house, there's a lot that goes into it. And it takes a while to practice and get good at it, but if you can crush an open house, it can really expand your business fast.
Thank you.
So what do you feel different about? What was meaningful for you today? Is there anyone that will share that?
Flowers.
Flowers wasn't the best addition today by far.
Time blocking,
Time blocking.
making sure that it's a priority in her business, because that is something that kind of falls the wayside if she has other things that come up.
Yes,
Because we could use two people. We could use some, I could use an assistant.
yes. You guys are very busy, and if you don't time block it, it's easy.
And she, you know, anything that she's throwing my way,
Yes,
it's like she needs it done here, but how important this piece is to set aside and do.
and that's a really good point for the admins in the room. If your team lead or rainmaker is not here, it's very important for you to now explain to them the importance of all of this. So that they're also allowing you, if you're the one, if the admin is the one posting this stuff, that they're giving you time and allowing time in your schedule to be doing all of this, because yes, we know it's really easy for agents to just throw a million things at an admin, say, get it done. And then it just expect it to be done. So we also need to manage our rainmakers' expectations, kind of help them understand how important this is as well. All right, so how will your behaviors be different going forward? What actions will you take that are different than what you're currently doing?
I think mine is just gonna be like more systematic. It's just like, even like with the posting and stuff, it's kind of just like, yeah, you just post it. Well,
Yeah.
Right,
well, now it's like, okay, yeah, and I'm gonna log in, I'm gonna do my 10, I'm gonna do my 5, I'm gonna do my 1.
Yep,
And then maybe I'll go through the alphabet and like get everyone who's an A today, and then, you know, select those people, so then it's like, so it's kind of like more like a checklist is which I like to
Yes.
get in, so then it's like super easy, I'm just like, just follow the checklist,
exactly.
and then it's done. So then it can be like, not aimlessly
right.
doing it, because then I feel like I could use like 3 hours.
Yes,
But if I have my checklist, I could be done in an hour.
exactly. I mean, and this is something you could make endless amount of content for your social media. So to your point, time blocking also reels us in, allows us to also be focusing on the other areas of our business. So don't only focus on social media. This is just one more tool in your arsenal of lead generation. So make sure you're also doing other forms, and time blocking will just help us stay on track there. And then the final question, what tools, models, or systems will you use? How will they make you accountable?
Let's,
I think
So yours,
Yeah,
the
it's like-
system and the form you'll create that you're checking off.
Yeah, it's like, well, you have to do 10 likes, so you're accountable to 10 likes, so you have to do 10 likes. And so
Exactly.
then once the numbers out there that you have to do it, then it's kind of like you are making a system that automatically makes you accountable.
Yep.
Right.
So,
And you all have accountability partners in here. Some of you are on teams, so you have accountability built in there. But if anyone would like an accountability partner outside of Ignite, you know, moving forward, come see me. We can definitely find other people that, like you, want that accountability, that'll hold you accountable. So if you're not already getting that, I'd love to help with you there. We did have one question from Angela Sadat in the chat. It's kind of backing up way to the beginning when I talked about being compliant on Facebook. Her question was, how do I be compliant? So essentially, we need everyone to know who you are, who you work for, and what you are. So on your business page, it needs to be very apparent who your brokerage is. The easiest way to do that is in the title of your business page. Marjorie Weinhagen, the Olson Group, Keller Williams Premier Realty. So as long as you have your brokerage name displayed. You don't have to have that logo in every post because every single post you're doing has your name and brokerage in it. Now, on the personal Facebook side, that's where you really have to watch it and make sure. So I have a shortcut in my phone, iPhones and Androids allow text shortcuts where if you type in a passphrase that you've set, it then adds whatever's after it. So I have my initials set up as a shortcut. It then is my full Andrew Peters, Keller Williams Premier Realty, all of the compliant information that I would need. So after a post, if it's on my personal page, you can just type your initials. It'll put that compliance shortcut in for you and you're solved. So if you're posting on your personal page, you have to say you're a realtor and you have to make it very clear what brokerage you're working for.
And that can be on the image, right?
Yep,
It could be image or writing, right?
as long as it's on the post. So like if it's your,
Keller Williams Premier Realty,
yep,
and I am.
Realtor, yep.
Realtor with the Keller Williams Premier. Realty.
Exactly.
That's
So
all.
there's a couple different ways you can accomplish it. But as long as it's in the post and it's very clearly that you are a realtor,
For example, payment. Realtor with the Keller Williams Premier Realty.
correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Thanks.
So as long as it's very apparent and then any actual messaging you put out there on your personal page, so it could be on a graphic, you could put your logo. There's a bunch of different ways to accomplish it.
I'm glad we got.
But at the end of the day, people on your social media just need to know that you're a realtor and who you work for.
And you do not have to have the, Eagle Housing and Richard.com MLS on, so if you're.
It all depends. I mean, like, if you are putting out like ad on social media, it does need to be in there.
We did it on all of the 72 sold stuff.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, if I'm just.
If you're just posting about a client appreciation event or, you know, market stats,
But if
no.
it has to do, if I'm gonna post about a coming soon property, it should be on it.
yeah,
What should
just
be
to
on-
be safe. If you're posting true like social media ads or ads on a listing, the fair housing, all of that.
Adding, but just say, I have.
If you're
open
just
house-
posting, you know,
I have open house this week.
it doesn't have to be on there.
When we run ad,
Yes,
okay. So when we run ad, we do it through our business anyway,
mhm,
so that would be there too.
yep, yeah, if you run your ad through your business page, your name, your brokerage, everything will be on the ad. All right, so, is there any questions just in general now about social media that people have?
Oh, I have a really specific question.
Okay.
Well, maybe it's not, but, so I've been doing posts in Canva
Mhm,
using their size requirements.
mhm.
And when I'm posting on Facebook, it like has outside margins. Have you noticed that at all or? is it
Yeah,
just
so-
wrong?
No, it is, there are multiple Facebook posts within Canva that have different measurements. So I can send you, or I'll post on Facebook for the group,
Okay,
the size that it should be, the correct one.
cause it's like, some of them do it, I must be,
No, they do it, yeah, because then it adds a color of a border, it doesn't look as good. Yes, so yeah, I can totally help you fix that.
I have a question, in regards to the hashtags.
Okay,
Like how many should you put on? Should you put on? Like, what are key things that you would find beneficial, like you would?
so hashtags aren't as important anymore as they used to be. I would say that you shouldn't be posting like 20 hashtags. It's not gonna do a whole lot good for you, but it is smart to have a couple that you are using consistently that are on brand. You'll see a lot of agents out there with a little tagline. That's a hashtag like closing with Connor is one of the lenders I follow. And so like every single post of his has closing with Connor and then another hashtag. So you can be purposeful about it so that when people click these hashtags, they're seeing every post of yours that's business related. And then there are a couple out there that do get quite a bit of attraction that are like bringing people in that are just looking for really cool home photos. But for the most part, it's not a huge draw anymore. I would not advise you to have like 30 hashtags. They're all there. Choose like 3 realtor, you know, wherever market you're in that you want to specialize, something that has to do with you, and make those personal.
I would geotag it, like geotag it with the actual location. Because that tends to be a lot better than hashtags. So like, you can say like the location of where it happened. Yeah.
And you can create a location for your business as well. So also that's a way to be semi-compliant on a personal page is you can set up your business as a location on Facebook. And then tagging that on a personal post as well. So a couple different ways you can do that.
What's a geotag?
Geotag the location.
There's that little like upside down water drop with a hole in it. And that if you click it, it brings up where you can type in an address or the name of a location.
Anderson.
Mhm.
So if people like look up that location.
And special events will have like a special event geotag, like if you go to a concert or like a fair, there's likely a specific geotag for that location. So if you make a post, anyone that clicks on that is gonna see all the posts attached to that location. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever happened to our office tag? We're gonna have a tag for our, that's,
Were we?
yeah, that hashtag I think is dead.
You know what that hashtag was?
AWPR 264.
All right.
I think it lasts like.
So yeah, so there's a bunch of different ways you can do it, but for the most part, the algorithms now are smart enough that they're grouping posts together that are similar. Tagging was a really good way before the algorithms got super smart to find posts that were in a specific topic or that. But now that we've got TikTok, Instagram, their algorithms are smart enough that it's actually pushing content out to you that you would like to see, that it thinks you would like to see. So tags are a little less relevant these days. But you definitely, it can be useful in your business still, just don't overdo it. All right, so we're about 10-15 minutes ahead of schedule, which is fine. But we are now moving into the success system of the class. So for the next 20 minutes, choose your accountability partner or someone in the room. If your accountability partner is not here, and we're going to do some role playing. So you're going to just be doing some role play conversations with your partner. Whatever topics you guys see fit. If you would like some help on topics, let me know. But role playing is a really great way for you to just get out of your comfort zone, talk about objections or things that are coming up in your business that you didn't know how to respond to. And the other person will likely be able to help you or come up with some good ideas. And if you're both stuck on an objection handler, let me know. But please take the next 20 minutes, pair up, and let's have some fun. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry. We did not take a break. So yes, everyone take a break right now. We'll come back, because you haven't had your break, we'll take a 10-minute break, get some coffee, stretch your legs, and we will come back at 11.
When you're done, or after our break.
And don't forget to go to your poker.
Oh yes, partner's title, poker game.
Oh. I don't know how to play poker.
They posted it on our Facebook group. They're doing an event to get, you know, have people come in, essentially. Essentially every day, I think there's a new.
Oh.
I see that, and I think that's terrible. No, it is fun. It's just they're trying to get more bodies in the door. We're right there. Super easy to have closing with them.
Great. We are not ready face to face. I want Kevin in. Kevin. Oh, yeah. Yes, I am.
I'm not a realtor. I'm a
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk to you. So did you do all those photos of the?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna invite Kevin.
Her business page.
Like it.
Yeah.
What is this?
You can help me find it.
Well, you
Okay,
died a
so
lot.
It's actually Kate.
Okay.
Kate, I asked.
There are only 3 guys in there, yeah? Right.
Okay,
This is her personal page. And then.
Later you think.
This is her personal page. So yeah, I do all of her. Yeah. All of her posts. Yep.
I signed.
Yeah, everything. So here, I can show you. Like, these are all of the different things that we've created in Canva.
Well, I have it, I have the system, I have it written out.
And it's just neat because we've done. So you're in Canva and then you can just hit create a design and it, you can. But it shows you all these different types of things you can create. Posters, you can do a logo, flyers, so like our own little flyers that she prints, we do that. In an 8.5 by 11. Anything you can do, awesome, it's just awesome. So like this is one of her books that she leaves at her listings. And so we print this out and then we bind it with the binder in the back of the office. It's got all the photos on it. And it's got like floor plans that we get. Apps.
Yeah.
Utilities. All that kind of stuff. We created this all.
It's everything good.
Yep, so, and then like over here, I have her like preset logos that she likes to use, KW logos. That's part of the premium, but it's amazing. If you go, it's just, it is really easy.
I have some sense.
So here's her brand kit. So this has all of her logos. So this can grow when you sign up for it. But you can create all of this and then see all these colors are the colors she likes. So all of these are
So you put it in the plan and anytime you want it.
yep. It's amazing. Yep. And there is learning. So in Canva, you can go to learn and there's teaching. All these classes you can take on how to use the program. Yeah,
Right.
it's amazing. And then if you can't find it here too.
Go back to the world. Which company?
Next door. Barb and Office, they're awesome.
I know the next one.
Do you? Okay. Yeah, that's what we use. And we use Barb.
Because you know I have it.
Oh, you do? I didn't.
Yeah, they show you one thing. Was this?
And we won't lose.
Oh, what you mean.
Right.
You can find me.
You edit your own video?
Most everything, yeah, I can, this is my, I have, I use Vegas
Vegas, okay.
to use my videos, all those, so I.
Is that a free thing or is that
No.
paid? Okay.
It's paid, but, I mean, this good thing is you package, you pay for it once.
Okay,
It's not like a month,
right.
this is what I, yeah. And it's, because this is what I show you the reason with my.
Okay.
But. Like, this property, I just did for. Gary. Energy, yes.
Wasn't that a beautiful day yesterday?
Yeah.
Or the other day when we got all that.
Yeah.
Makes such a difference.
I had, previously I had, when we have a Thousands?
Yeah.
Sure. So this is my father. Basically, look at the ceiling. And I'm sure.
Yeah,
that we can communicate.
yeah, that's really correct. Yeah, the light in there. Oh, it's really small. To keep in mind for us.
Yeah. It's, yeah. Actually.
Oh, really?
There's, I think you.
Okay.
And so that was time, so it's always specific for me to. I virtual staging.
You do virtual staging too? Okay, okay.
I am. Certainly, I get it. Checking, sure.
Okay,
I can see policy moving.
we need to put this out to the team.
More I do.
Okay. Does that, that looks big. Oh, yeah. Okay.
This, you know, we every single one, so you can see it.
Yeah. That's really concentrated.
Yeah, and then sure.
Okay.
Let me show you one of the reasons with this. You share something. Hello?
Is this the easy to use program?
It is, you can, you, when you learn it,
Yeah,
it's so.
okay. This one you for
No.
Okay.
Kevin?
That, like, actions, you know?
It should be,
Other
I
than,
mean,
I use the ones in the stories. on
always
Facebook.
like, it's just brief.
But some people have it where it highlights as you talk, and I've been trying to figure that out.
There is a
This was-
separate
this is my
application that I
dog.
let me, I need to look back.
Is it like something with a D?
Hold on.
Okay, here we go.
I wasn't used it at all.
Okay.
It's on right now? No, that's one of my own. I create. This is a great song that explained. You can create whatever you want. It's kind of.
Yeah.
You want. Oh,
Sure.
private. Then you go. To the property and. You know. So this give you just, it's a bit, it's the most video music. This.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fine, what?
That song.
Oh,
That's such a big empty.
I don't.
Oh, yes.
Reckless love, that's what it's called.
By who?
Israel.
Okay.
They were standing in the beginning of that. song.
That's
Okay, what should we be doing right now?
We're just gonna wait for a couple more to come back in, but in a minute, we are gonna start role playing.
I forgot the other.
No. That's not good. Okay.
Oh.
You can roll, it's essentially whenever you are experiencing difficulties in your business, if you're working with clients, there are questions that are not tripping you up, or you just feel like you need to practice. That's the conversations I would implore you to have. It feels awkward sometimes, but it really truly does help.
Check it out.
I'm just such a chatterbox anyway. I mean,
You don't need to practice.
Well, here, let's just take a picture.
Years ago, I was a restaurant manager, so I was attacked.
Yeah, all states of mind.
Perfect. I would feel even there, worse states.
And I haven't.
I think about-
rolled yet.
The people who complain.
Okay.
Yeah, I was in that industry for 9 years myself.
I used to bartend in service down, so you got something very interesting.
You do.
Trying to get really good at small cocktails.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so the report that I worked at them, they did a lot of like, being like Deloitte was huge there. Like, like, conferences, so it was really nice. So I think it's more of the other, the haircut. Just a haircut, because it used to be haircut for men, and now it's just haircut. You were a lot of fun. Like summer in the row, and summer doesn't. Oh, there, these are.
That seems
The only department, but I will have a weed and then. You're right, it's not time and. I enjoyed it.
I used to work at weddings.
I'm not working.
All right, I'm going to direct your attention back up front. Once Kevin is done texting. Wow. Something that I just wanted to clarify, if you are on a team, going back to the compliance thing, as well as the brokerage, your team name needs to be clearly put there. So your name, team name, brokerage name, as long as those are evident in a social media post, you're compliant. One moment.
I was going to say like on each post, or like if it's like on your profile and it's one of your, it shows your work.
If you are on your personal page, it should be in every post. If you are doing your business page, it should be your name. And then you never have to write it in a post because it's just there on every single post. Does that make sense? So as long as both names are there, you're compliant.
That was the same question.
Okay, all right.
I feel like
All right, so we are now going to do everyone's favorite activity of role playing. I know it can be a little awkward. It's not always the most fun, but if you actually put your energy into it, it really can change the conversations you're having with people and the way you're having them, because if you can have the conversation in this environment, have fun doing it, you'll release some of the anxiety, and then when the actual objection pops up out in the field, you remember this time, you remember how to handle it, and you can attack it well. So please find a partner, role play for the next 15 to 20 minutes. If you're struggling, raise your hand and I can come chat with you guys. But please take this portion seriously because this really does help your business and help your mindset grow.
I guess just.
And yes, and this role playing can just be any conversation in your real estate businesses that maybe you've struggled with in the past or that you're experiencing right now.
You know, can you practice out your?
You and I are in different industries. Yeah. I think good. Because they're doing their long. My friends. family, And I'm calling her, let you know that. Good terms with my brother, but I'm not going to get him. We're like, Lord, and you were. They were. My parents felt like they always had. You know, it's almost. It's like. I didn't get it. Right, you know, then you go out. Already been in this 2.5 years. And I was just going, you know. Now it starts. So. All the space for, you know, I didn't get to do that. It's just like, I was lying to you. Right. Because he just really has.
And the way you handle that.
You know.
Careful, not necessarily.
Yeah.
They need to press college back.
Just. And he's not like that. Start going like. First. Maybe I. Yeah, well, you know, they already.
Is that I? Yes. Yeah, that's right.
Say,
I.
are you guys?
Oh, yeah. Right.
Yeah.
But you're bringing far. If I call you and say,
Oh, like they.
I'm doing. I can throw my. They're not. This is what happened. And say. And
Right.
your son-in-law.
Getting them to, like,
Yeah.
right.
Oh, I'm not judging, I mean.
Like when they want.
It did, I.
There's a great.
I made it. You know, I feel like beginning.
Like, maybe. But you know, a lot of. But I'm not thinking. Yeah.
Well.
Right.
Yeah, I know that.
Right. Yeah. Right, yeah. Stuff like that. Right, yeah. Bigger level.
Yeah, I'm saying, when you got them.
Right. Because it's maybe door done, wants to think for you, but it's big. Yeah. But I like to.
My husband, but not. Well. A lot of. No, the radio, like, 8 days.
Not controlling.
But no, sorry, we don't. And they let. So.
Yeah, see, my, you know, it's transfer. Which is hard. That's just like. Hitting right over here. And I don't want to.
It just.
I feel that. Create that confidence.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
doing both.
That's the one.
Because I, you know.
Well, the fact that-
I am going.
Yeah.
I.
Ask with you when you're- Yeah, I think that would be a bit. Hey, I'm new to the neighborhood, or hey, I got. By the way, are you going to clean up as I do? So you sound like.
All this, I do.
Like,
Hold the camera. this thing, whether you do that. Right. I've got experience in my previous things. Doing.
It's free time. Oh my God, tomato is so beautiful. Take a picture.
That's back. The way I was like, the way I was wishing that. I need a time.
It just, yeah, you can do a simple, well, and I'm making a calendar, like, can I take a picture?
Like that, you want.
Okay. You have like. One.
Schools there.
I mean, if it's something else, I have to like. Okay. You don't have to. Want them to-
It's like We're getting like $4.
Well, there is where you learn where to put. Yeah. Yeah, they're blocked. Yeah. They're not. Something about a different. Right.
I used to, yeah, I don't know where. What, yeah.
And seeing, I'm sure they got. Yeah. They were. No, I never done that.
Well, I think that board is a version issue now.
Yeah.
Oh, I you find out just. Someone.
Yeah.
That's not.
No, we are friends, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
They're trying to do job classrooms and two of them. Some of them are not getting to the parents. They're not relevant. Look back there. Yeah. I've already done it. What's your like?
Yeah, I did.
Do you have any really on the thing you're very?
There's like four kids.
What's the matter?
Right.
Oh, so you are not.
Oh, my God. My dad.
Right, yeah. Right, I know.
I will invite you to my VIP for.
Wow. They would fall into their bench, but I want to give.
Oh, you have to accept.
You never-
Exactly. yeah. No longer. And they all were-
Everyone, Jana has a little announcement.
Last call on this.
Last call.
All right, so we are now gonna come back together as a group for just a moment. Did anyone have any questions or anything they'd like to ask or share that came up in their objection handling role playing? All right, so we will move on to the next part of our success system, and that is preparing a list of calls for the day. So all the top agents, when they're lead generating, they handle their calls in a very systematized way of where either command or their CRM is telling them who they need to be calling for that day, or they're going in and they're making a very specific list of those that they're going to call. So we're gonna spend the next 10 minutes, and you guys are gonna put together a list of all the people that you would like to reach out to and make calls to. We're gonna have 45 minutes then today to be making these calls. If you are struggling and you don't know what to be calling on, we have a really wonderful $1,000 cash client giveaway coming up on March 30th, where you could simply just call people, check in how they're doing, have a little care call, catch up, and then explain to them that you're doing this $1,000 cash giveaway. I'd love for you to call me on this date on March 30th from 3 to 5 p.m. If you call me and answer just 2 questions for me, you're entered into a chance to win $1,000 cash. Easiest phone call you will make. You are adding value to their life by offering them $1,000. You're catching up, becoming top of mind. You don't have to have a real estate related conversation, but they may ask you, how's the market? How are things going? What's it looking like out there? So spend the next 10 minutes thinking about who you could benefit making calls to, make that list, and then we are going to break up. You're able to go to your office if you would like for some quiet time to make those calls, but then we are actually making calls today.
Go back to your office. Think about it.
Think about what you've done today.
About that whole like posting and being like, so I just posted the thing, like, showing me with flower and it's, you know, class, something like that. So I have to see something, it doesn't matter, right? So I'm not actually.
I've got
posting.
But you're not saying.
It's only if I'm posting something, trying to sell something or like, you know, active on my career. Is that what it is?
Or like.
That's good. You taking applicants?
Anything like that.
Yeah.
Be into that?
So you go for info.
Oh,
With
I was told the other day. So-
Yeah, that's the way.
Are you more?
Yeah, that you should have your. So at the end of the post, you should just put your contact.
All right.
So if you just. I'm just gonna pick the signature. Your name and the name of brokerage has to be in there. You can probably change it.
And.
Whether it's in the picture or the text. As long as.
Would be
it's-
an acceptance. That's why I say there's. Yeah. you think- So we can do that. No, that way. Robert, you kind of done. So instead, yeah. Do you know how to remove? Yeah. Yeah, so then I just, then we had an extended offer then.
I was. Like. Realtor went on that.
Yeah. I think.
Whatever it feels natural to you, as long as it's. But I just do it like, literally just my name, my phone number. It's long.
That's why I did the business page. You gotta figure out your own stuff.
Yeah.
That works for sure.
Well,
Obviously,
for this,
it's
I'm
all.
gonna have to.
And I am.
Yeah, it is.
And what you have to do is tell it. Oh, what the bus our team, at bus our team. You'll automatically tag in there because the bus our team,
I write talking about.
right? That would work. That works, we have all the branding on our team.
I actually, you would still need to then, you would need to still. If they have to click into something to find information, it's not. You usually put tag that on the game.
Monday and.
So, yeah.
Give me a favor. Can you, I don't think can, but it's a big story. Picture.
It is, if people chat for vacations, I've been trying my best.
Yeah.
I
This one busy.
What?
This one, all my life.
We don't. Is it his?
No. We debate.
Oh, that's.
Well, it's kind of like a, selling a vacant property. Yeah, that's.
Okay. Well, congratulations. Right. Yeah. Yeah. That's why I was thinking like 25. Like, the guy who wants right, my parents said, like, oh, and then it's like, no, I am. Like, no. Like, no. So, yeah. Okay, well, this is the time.
Just roll.
Okay.
There's a bit on my record. Not for sale. Not first.
What size? Isn't it like a little place? I was gonna say, have
I
I
use
on my land?
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, that's. Well, you can have one in the. Demand.
Yeah.
No, oh, okay. This one is. Oh, it's just. That's good to know, yeah.
I'm gonna just discuss current employer.
There you
Even there enough.
Inactive unemployed.
Inactive?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Actually, that's
Okay.
that you.
The one in the middle, that first one I showed you guys, the one. Well,
Oh, yeah,
that's, but like the middle one with the like, the first one I showed you, the like the exterior and stuff,
Yep.
so that one. Oh, so what kind of stuff?
Wow.
It's a town.
Oh, so the big ones. And the HOA.
Yeah.
But it's.
Oh, that's amazing.
It doesn't matter as much as usable.
That's very.
It's not like create the utilize for when you want to live, you know what I mean?
You guys are all like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
That was the first. Like the.
Oh, yeah, okay, that's what I
So that's the
thought.
first one I'm gonna show him, and then I'll show him the expensive one. And then we'll see the other one. Because he doesn't use things. You're telling, I'm gonna show him the one.
You're dead right, you're up to like,
Let's do it. All those things I can see, like, and then. Oh,
That like that. Do you want it smaller, longer, bigger, or?
And then I'll show him
And,
the other one.
So is this
Can you go lower it? I didn't want that house to walk out.
Okay. I'll put it below it.
Yeah, they come a long way.
Yeah.
I don't like, it's gonna move on, but I took it. Here, well, it's just.
All right, so. We are now gonna take the next 30 minutes for you to be actually having real world conversations with people. Whether that is making your phone call, having direct message conversations on social media about real estate. Whatever format you can get these conversations going, I would love for that to happen. So if you need a call room, you need to go back to your office, by all means. We're able to spread out, but if people could meet back here just a couple minutes before 12. That way we can just have a little recap, have a final chat, and then everyone will be done for the day.
Sounds good, Drew. Thank you.
No problem.
So there's.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll email that to you. My computer's about to die, so.
Yeah.
Plug it in.
Definitely, thank you. Oh, yes, you really have.
Is this something else?
Buy from them.
Yeah.
I told her.
So.
One more.
Yes, so they have.
Close to the.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine very.
Help so that. The guy who said, Late was fishing up, I love to fishing. So these are activities, farming on the.
Yes, so the color one is
I'm just not fishing on the. Wonderful.
Yeah, right. So it takes a long time. It does. When I wrote mine all out, I couldn't.
Yes. What I do, I try. Dream.
Sorry. I know. Very long name, I have a team.
One.
Oh, that's probably what you did. Yeah, sure. And it's okay.
Yeah. Because we didn't even have it for them.
You know, see, that I tell, I would like, we're going to say there. We don't want to do that, baby. I'm gonna do the same, but if there was something.
It should have been.
Make morning. That's the reason I can give you that. Design meeting.
We're not gonna say, well,
You know, if you're wrong.
and I was you in like 20, yes.
Always, because the role, because all these.
I did their.
Yes, they come out. Or watchers. You might go about in your property.
Yeah, we're not.
Focusing on this.
I think you'll get a lot of business too, if you're able to talk to a lot of people. Just take a picture of your flower and then email it. Do you want me to email it to you? And then you can give them, you'll get their email. It.
You have confidence, if I see something nice, I'm gonna take a photo.
Wow, it's, you know, the beats.
Yeah. Wow. You know,
Right? No kidding. Get a team up.
you have a very good mindset, but with that, you know.
I just know what I like.
Yeah, that's the most.
And people, you know, once you get out in springtime. You know, if you go to the park, you see a puppy, oh, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, I do that.
Oh, this is fine.
I just moved to the new neighborhood and. Post one time, real good for this neighborhood. They can't. Springs.
Just the lakes, when you walk around.
The recording is.
Yeah. Like, oh, and then have one, do you not like?
No, no. Oh, okay, I'm here. I know that. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much.
It's all.
No.
Probably I should. In there that way, just because of snow.
Yes, you are. Absolutely. Yeah, I'll talk to Chris about it.
Yeah.
Clock. And.
What is
Oh, perfect. I'll give this to her too.
All right, thank
Thank
you.
you, Payman.
Thank you. Thank you. It was very good.
So it's, yeah.
There's got a lot of information. We need to talk more. You should be my.
Advisor.
Advisor.
Yeah.
Thank you, man.
I got on each recording from this, so that we might have really the end to get all. So I just wanted, you're curious.
I can't. Why can't I, why is my face like, why can't? My picture. I don't really, like, I can't.
Yeah, because the circle mine does the same thing. Off the top of my head. Wisdom.
Yeah.
So that's-
Oh, yeah. So that is a Norris.
Honestly.
Select all. Yes. Oh, I
Go and
only,
show.
I only five thousand.
Love it.
Do it all.
You can only invite 1,000 people at a time.
Yeah, at a time, and so I'll have to get the next group tomorrow. Can't put a limit on this.
But what you can also do is take and get the link for your business page, post it on your personal page, be like, hey, everybody follow my business page for business updates. And then tell them real estate. That way you don't have to invite them via the invite button. They can just log in and call it. That way you can get more than 1,000.
It's really exciting. And I don't say was, like, I mean, I am, it's like over, but this was very exciting.
And I mean, if it doesn't, I can help with whatever you need, class will be the end here.
Yeah.
It definitely is a very long and ongoing process.
Wasn't that the truth? I mean.
Take you.
Has anyone seen Drew? No.
Were you ever not smiling and in a good mood? You're like the happiest person.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever met Tyler?
No.
You want to say people, wait,
He's always happy and smiling, his husband.
no, I know, but I figured I would come to see you. Does my marketing.
It's a marketing day.
And he actually,
I know, I. Yeah, I'm gonna handle your.
Where does he work?
I'm working on marketing today.
there, so this, he made all, his whole branch just moved there a couple months ago. They were with Cardinal Financial for the last like 4 years. But during the rate increase, companies either took a hit on the back end or gave a hit to the customer. His old company was giving way too much of a hit to the customers.
Sure.
So the entire branch is kind of
Birthday house
sort of,
today.
not there's so.
And then.
But so Preferred Ring is a new company in Minnesota, but they're national. They have a bunch of branches elsewhere, but they just opened the first one in Minnesota. So a lot better rates, better deals. They're very happy
Okay.
there. He is now one of our preferred vendors here. So he will be at a team meeting in April.
Fun. So have you guys had a chance to like work together a lot?
Oh, yeah. Probably 90% of my deals go through him.
That's awesome.
I do, I have to err on the side of caution just because we are married and I technically have a financial interest in every deal. So I do give another name. But when people hear my husband, they know me, I have that relationship, people typically just go use him, but yeah, I have to be careful. Exactly. And it's, so there's been so many times like on a weekend, you know, I'm at home figuring out an offer, he's right there, and I'm just like, run this for me, please. And then like we've got the clients on speakerphone and we're chatting, it works out well.
How long have you guys been together?
8 years. Married for a year. Yes. Yeah, so I got married in September of 2021.
What's your anniversary?
September 4th.
That's awesome.
And we were supposed to get married in Mexico and then COVID hit. So we pivoted and did a small wedding here, but it was perfect.
You got it in September 4th.
Yeah, really? My sister's was the 3rd. It is.
Same thing, they did.
I have a couple of relatives who did too.
Yeah, we did a Sunday because it was cheaper and then
Right.
we had people coming from out of town, so then it worked because then everybody had Monday.
Yep.
And so just
That's what we did.
like you could travel Saturday, you know what I mean? Like you just.
Yeah.
It's exactly what we did.
It allowed us, also our venue was cheaper on the Sunday.
Oh, so much.
So we paid like 4 minutes. Doing it on the Sunday, or Friday, Saturday.
Yeah, I think even back when we got here, so much cheaper.
My husband and I first got married at a courthouse.
Okay.
And like I had like my parents, his brother and sister, or his sister and brother-in-law. And just like my grandmother, and it was really small and intimate. And then we had a big wedding afterwards, but that's still my favorite because it was so intimate and little, yeah.
Yeah, we just had 50 people. We were on a rooftop downtown Minneapolis. It was really- Mhm.
I'll tell you, what, walking down the aisle at my big wedding, I thought I was in
It is nerve wracking.
That's exactly what my husband.
I was like excited.
Yes, well, I should try, I was just gonna say, I think people, getting everybody looking at me, I'm not everybody staring at
We
me.
got married very quickly. I wanted to like run out. The guy who was insurance was one of the dating buddies we met that day. He picked me up at the airport and drove me to get married. We had just, he's like, I mean, we were 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
It was a month after I graduated high school.
Yeah, oh my God. Yes, that was the first time, yes.
Yeah, that was the first time. And then we split and now we've been back together for 10 years.
Oh, congratulations.
Thanks.
How long were you split in the middle?
We split in 2006, but we like dated because we were really good friends. So it wasn't a bad split or anything. We dated, we went on group dates with other people, like, it was weird. And then he had a daughter with somebody in 2011. We got back together in 2013, right before her second birthday. So, yeah.
So how many years have you guys in total been together?
Well, we met when we were 14. We're 37.
Dang.
Yeah, it's been, well, we met when we were 14, we dated and we were like canceled and dating.
Yeah.
Because I worked for his dad owned a restaurant in the West Metro, so he was a busboy, I was a host, that whole deal. Yeah. So, I mean, it's, yeah, like we've known each other over half of our lives and dated, I don't even know collectively, to be honest, like.
I love that you like, you want to take back.
Forever. It felt good to like, know, well, even though everybody was against what we did when we were 18, obviously. And it feels really good to be like, yeah, we were right, we were the right time. you know?
Right, just had to grow up a little more and then we get.
Yeah.
We broke out for a year.
You did?
Yeah.
Good. We.
Why did you guys break up?
Especially.
We
when
were,
you're so
well,
young.
I mean, it was right, we met in college, got done with college. I wanted to go to New York for the summer to like camp at this like institute.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking, it was just kind of like, we were moving in 2 different directions, and that was at the point where we were trying to figure out like, how we're moving it together. It was just like a lot of angst of like, is this the. are
If you like
we
think
jumping-
about it and then we'll hear time to apart.
Oh, I mean, we broke up while I was there, and then I came back like 3 weeks later. And we did, so we're like, we dated and hung out for probably like 8 months. And that was.
I was testing your fingers.
I asked you to choose up like the butters will ever get it.
You'd be surprised. There were multiple, like, it was so much. Sure. That they are. Love her job that you done. We're gonna find everybody and.
My brother, that's Jennifer. Yes, my brother does that. He's married and can't. You were so.
Right.
Like, you're so. Like my brother Eric.
Here, I'll show you. No. Because when he comes in, I go, so. And then these I go. Okay. Why don't that actually.
But I think they are.
We're not as meat either.
I just thought-
4 months younger than.
I just, you know, I mean, I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
fine.
Okay.
Figure it out.
So my dad.
So she's
You
trying
can
to.
pay me dollars for me, I guess,
She
but,
loves.
yeah. I'll-
Yeah, but like.
Very cool. Documents,
Is it?
you know,
Blurry or-
like-
Okay.
No, there's-
This one is another one. Oh, and then this one.
You
Oh.
spend a lot of money.
Like their texture.
If you look at that, talking about was like the
So
sand.
then now that I.
With asphalt.
Right. Yeah, right.
All right.
You know what, one, I look up and it's really pretty, but
And also,
she just-
they want to slamming.
So I'm moving everything to like the blue field. But I don't want it to be too busy where you can't. see the information.
I would say this one's too busy. I like this one. the
But-
most, But I would feel like.
Well, no. So everything's
Like that.
Yeah. And then. Or, cause I, like, any social
So
media,
this is
post,
my mom.
like. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And I mean,
I think it's.
Well, that's good. I just have to. My post for this one. So I'm gonna be the job market. Just for.
Us to come in and. walk away.
Clean, she loves the great one.
Yeah.
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 Yes.
Other option.
Right.
And then you. Let me show you. And Brian. Let me show you your opinion.
Okay, are we getting back together?
Yes.
Haven't really had a chance to reach out to anybody who's going to today, so.